If this heartbreak made you doubt your value, question yourself, or wonder if you're somehow not enough, stay right here with me, because part 7 is where we talk about something heartbreak almost always damages: your self-worth. And we're going to rebuild it calmly and honestly, one piece at a time. Let's start with this. Heartbreak messes with your identity. It shakes your confidence. It gets inside your head and whispers the worst possible things. Things like, if I were better, they would have stayed. Or if I were more attractive, more interesting, more patient, more something, this wouldn't have happened. And I want to tell you something as clearly as I can. None of that is true. Not a single word of it. When someone doesn't love you the way you needed them to, it doesn't mean you lacked something. It means they lacked the capacity to recognize what they had. Self-worth gets damaged in heartbreak, not because you're unworthy, but because you're wounded. And wounded people don't see themselves clearly. When your heart starts hurting, your self-esteem takes the hit. It stands too close to the explosion. Let me say something gently. The breakup didn't change your worth. It changed the way you feel about yourself right now. Feelings aren't facts. Your heart is healing. Your worth never moved. And listen, if this is already speaking to you, take a moment to like and follow so you don't lose videos like this. Heartbreak has a way of making you forget the truth, and you need reminders that bring you back to yourself. Now, let's rebuild, step by step. One of the first things that gets damaged after heartbreak is the way you talk to yourself. You start replaying moments you think were mistakes. You focus on your flaws. You imagine how you should have been better. Your mind becomes a critic instead of a friend. But self-worth isn't about perfection. Self-worth is about truth. And the truth is, you have value that doesn't depend on who stayed, who left, or who showed up for you. Real self-worth doesn't come from someone choosing you. It comes from you choosing yourself. Let's talk about something that happens to a lot of people. Heartbreak creates a false mirror. Instead of seeing yourself clearly, you see yourself through the eyes of someone who couldn't appreciate you. And that mirror shows a distorted version of you, smaller, weaker, less lovable than you truly are. But that mirror doesn't tell the truth. It tells the story of someone who couldn't love you correctly. Someone else's inability to value you does not define your value. Your worth existed before them. Your worth exists after them. And I promise you, no one's treatment of you has the power to shrink your soul. Let me be honest here. You probably gave more in that relationship than you realized. You probably cared more, tried more, loved harder, showed up consistently, and opened your heart in ways people never do. That says everything about you. Your effort wasn't a flaw, it was a strength. It means you know how to commit. You know how to love deeply. You know how to show up when it matters. But here's the tough part. When someone doesn't return that same level of love, it makes you feel like your effort was embarrassing. It wasn't. It was beautiful. They just didn't know what to do with it. Someone who can't handle depth will always make you feel like your depth is too much. That's not a reflection of your value. It's a reflection of their limitations. Your self-worth grows when you realize this. You can be a wonderful person with the wrong person. Let me give you a little humor for a second. Self-worth after heartbreak is a bit like looking into a funhouse mirror. You know those mirrors that make your body look like a wiggly spaghetti noodle? Yeah, heartbreak does that emotionally. It distorts everything. You look at yourself and go, wow, was I always that twisted? No, you were just looking in a broken mirror. Time to step in front of a real one. Let's rebuild this with a few truths your heart needs to remember. You are still lovable. You are still worthy. You are still enough. You are still deserving of steady effort. You are still deserving of clarity and consistency. You are still deserving of healthy, reciprocal love. None of that changed. Self-worth grows when you stop blaming yourself for someone else's behavior. When you stop carrying responsibility that wasn't yours. When you stop making excuses for why they couldn't show up. When you stop shrinking your needs to fit inside their limitations. When you start treating yourself with the same kindness you offered them. If you want your self-worth back, start with this one sentence. I deserved better than what I accepted. Not in a bitter way, but in an honest way. Because honesty rebuilds you. Blame destroys you. Your self-worth grows when you start doing small things that make you feel proud of yourself again. It doesn't have to be big. Just small wins. Getting out of bed on a hard day. Going for a walk. Taking care of your body. Setting one healthy boundary. Saying no when you mean no. Saying yes to something good for you. These tiny moments add bricks back to your foundation. And here's the beautiful part. As your self-worth grows, the breakup hurts less. Not because you forget them, but because you remember you. Your heart stops asking, why wasn't I enough? And starts saying, why did I think that was enough for me? Your perspective shifts. Your truth returns. Your strength comes back. And one day, I promise, you will look back at this breakup and feel no connection to the low self-esteem you're feeling right now. Because heartbreak doesn't destroy self-worth. It temporarily covers it. And once the dust settles, you see clearly again. If you want deeper support, someone to guide you through this with clarity and strength, you can book a private session with me on my website. I'd be honored to help you personally. Your worth was never lost. It was simply buried under pain. And now we're bringing it back to life. I'm proud of you. And I'm here with you every step of the way.